Hey guys, how's it going? Toby, welcome back to a brand new video here on my channel. Today we have a really cool gold hybrid for you guys. It's really solid and it only cost me 100,000 coins. Now I like to make teams around this sort of budget because it's a really solid amount. You can get some fantastic players, like really good players, but it doesn't also break the bank, which I think is awesome. Now if you do need some extra coins to get this team, check the link in the description for the fifashop.co.uk, and if you use the code Toby10 you get an even further discount of every single purchase you make on their website, which is really awesome. Definitely recommend those guys, and like I said, their links are in the description. But this team was absolutely awesome. Like, I really enjoyed it because there were so many players I hadn't got to use yet, like defensively and attacking. It was awesome, it was really fun, and the formation was probably the most solid formation you could get on FIFA 13 because there aren't many gaps for the opposing team to break through into, and it made it a really awesome formation to use. But I hadn't used it on FIFA 14, and I want to talk a little bit about how the formation works once we get into the gameplay, and I can tell you if it's still as solid as it used to be. But as you can see, our defense is really good. We've got Thiago Silva, we've got the Inform Marquinhos, we've got Sirigu in goal, we've got Felipe Luis on the left back. We've also got Kaká. Now, I was actually tempted to not put him in, but I do have to put him in for chemistry reasons. But he was really good. Like, I was genuinely surprised because he's had a bit of a pace downgrade. He's had a bit of a general downgrade, to be honest, but he's still really good. And Matuidi is absolutely solid. Those work rates are very nice for a CDM, but we'll get into more specific details about each player once we do get into the final gameplay portion of this video. But there were so many players that I really wanted to try out, like Pogba being one of them. I must try out his inform. Let me know in the comment section down below if Pogba's inform is actually any good. I'd really like to know. It's quite pricey, to be honest. And another thing I want to talk about is, of course, the Xbox One coming out on Friday. I'm going to the midnight launch. It's going to be so good. I'm very excited, actually. It's going to be quite interesting to get a brand new console, and I'm really looking forward to the next gen stuff. So don't worry, there will be an absolute shed load of next gen videos from myself on the Xbox One, and of course that means the Legends are coming out then as well, which is incredibly exciting because this week the Team of the Week already has the second Inform Ronaldo in, and then in packs on Friday there's going to be the Legend cards as well, which is just mad. So up top in this team we have got a Barbo, and I have to mention the centre attacking mid. I'm going to say this a lot, Hernandez is ridiculous, like best player in this team by an absolute mile. He was outstanding. But another striker is Di Natale. I've wanted to use him for a little while because I never got around to doing it. I think the chemistry style that I ended up putting on him was actually finisher. I think that was it, and it worked really well. But his work rates are perfect, 4-star weak foot, 4-star skills. You can't really ask for much more. The only thing that lets him down is the fact it's a little bit shorter, and for some reason he was always the one that was in the right heading position, but he just can't do it. He can't do it. I wish it's a Barbo and I wish it switched around a bit, but for some reason Di Natale was always in the perfect heading position, and I really didn't want him to be because it just doesn't make sense. But it's a really cool team, works very nicely. The only thing that I don't like is Conco, the only non-rare, lets it down a little bit, but it's the only way to make it work, I believe. But it's a really cool team, and we're going to jump into some gameplay. I can kind of have a chat about the formation and the play style and the actual players. So our two strikers, let's start with those guys. Ibarbo was absolutely splendid. Like, his pace and his strength and his height, it's pretty much unfair. Like, seriously, it's crazy. Pogba as well was sensational. Like, that finish was brilliant. But Di Natale, it took him a while to get into things. Like, I think I played 8 games or so, and it wasn't until the 4th game that he actually scored, and I thought that was ridiculous. To be fair, in the 4th game, I believe he actually got a hat-trick, which is really good. But still, it took him ages to get into things. I think it might just be my play style. I don't think I'm sweaty enough. Like, I don't think I abuse pace enough. Even though I had a Barbo and Di Natale, I end up just dribbling and trying to make nice goals happen, and I probably end up losing a lot of games because of it. But that is exactly what Hernandez is good at. 5-star weak foot, he can shoot from anywhere. It's so powerful and it's so good, but this is what a Barbo is good at. Just blasting straight through the middle and smacking it near post. I didn't think that was going to go in, but it did. I was quite surprised. But Hernandez was just always in the right place, and he always finished absolutely everything. So if there's one player that I'd really recommend from this team, it has to be Hernandez. He's ridiculous. I think he only cost me about 3,000 coins, but he was just so good. Like, he literally got involved with everything, and his passing was sensational. That's a great chip from Ababo, but the team did work well. The formation was very good. It wasn't as solid as it was last year, but it was still good, and I'd probably use it again, and I would recommend the team. I'm going to give it an 8.5. It wasn't incredible, it wasn't as good as my last 100,000 coin squad builder, so if you've only got 100k and you want to build one of my teams, look back to the last one that I did. It was definitely much better and in a much more enjoyable formation, and I won more games with it, so I would recommend that one, but it was still a really good team, and I reckon you guys would enjoy it if you're looking for something different. But thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, hit subscribe and drop a like if you have enjoyed it. But take care guys, have an amazing day and goodbye.